Did you ever wonder why it is that we eat matzah on Pesach? I know we do, and every year we spend a lot of money doing that, and we try to get the best matzah, but why do we eat matzah? The answer should be obvious. The Torah tells us to eat matzah. The Torah tells us that on the first night of Pesach, or for 7 days, there's 2 different Pesukim, we need to eat matzah. So why is it that we do? What is the reason the Torah commands us to do this? Well, symbolically, actually, there are 2 completely separate reasons, which are fascinating, both represented in the night of the Seder. It's called Lechem Oni. Oni, technically speaking, is a poor man's bread. It's the bread of the person who doesn't have fancy ingredients, doesn't even have time to bake it, so it's not very tasty, and it doesn't even have time to leaven, and therefore we are eating the poor man's bread on Pesach, representing the slavery mentality. We were slaves. The Hebrew people were slaves in Egypt. We didn't have time, we didn't have ingredients, we are eating the bread of servitude. However, it's also understood to be ki bechipazon, because we left in such a rush, the Torah tells us, which means that really actually it's the bread of freedom. As we're taking our backpacks and we're putting our bread in the oven, we didn't have time to even let the bread rise. We run out of Egypt as we are trying to escape. This is a symbol of freedom. This is a symbol of the Exodus itself. So the matzah is, interesting enough, both a reflection of the difficulty of being a slave and also being able to escape it. And both of those reasons are found in the matzah, and we see that those different reasons are actually expressed at different times in the Haggadah. At the beginning, it's lachma, anya, the poor man's bread. At the end, it's ki b'chipazon. At the end, by Rabban Gamliel, it's the time of rush, of freedom. So we have both these representations. It's worthwhile noting that, according to many historians, the process of leavening itself, the process of taking bread, allowing it to ferment and therefore rise as the bacteria releases gas, which now causes the bread to rise, was a technology which was invented in Egypt, in ancient Egypt. So you can imagine that when the Torah tells the nation of Israel not to have leavened bread, we're leaving behind not just Egypt, but the culture of Egypt, which makes so much sense. But there's another reason as well. The Maharal describes this in his book, Guras Hashem, a fantastic approach. And that is that when you are free, that means to say is you are not subject to outside stimuli controlling your life. I know today in Western society we say we're free. We're less free than ever because so many stimuli from the outside are triggering us, are sensationalizing our moments, are taking our clicks and our thought process in order to monetize it. We're not so free today, unfortunately. Freedom is the simplicity of actually being in control. Matzah reflects an unadulterated product, where all you have is flour and water. No eggs, no sugar, no coatings, and not even time. Because as we are free, we are pure. We know who we are. As the Haggadah says, because see themselves as they left Egypt. You put the period a little earlier. You should see yourself. Try to re-encounter yourself. Without the complexities, without all the additions, without all the stimuli, who are we on this night? That is matzah. Have a wonderful, meaningful day.